Ever wondered what red blood cells do in a hypertonic salt solution? I wanted to see for myself, so I smeared some blood on a microscope scope. Let's see what the blood looks like before adding the salt solution. As you can see, there are millions upon millions of red blood cells just swarming into each other. And the more you look, there's more everywhere, just flowing left and right and causing all sorts of chaos. There's also some air bubbles we can see. Now let's zoom in even further. There's even more red blood cells with higher definition. Let's go deeper into it and see what we can find here. There's even more red blood cells and a higher definition. They're just going, and you can see some of it agglutinating. That means they're clumping together like red blood cells do. This happens when you have a wound and red blood cells want to close that wound. They sort of attach to each other like this, and they clump. Now let's start adding the red blood cell salt solution. What we're going to do is we're going to take some salt and dissolve it into a water solution. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this water into the microscope slide. This is called a hypertonic salt solution, meaning there's more salt on the outside of the red blood cell compared to the inside. What this is going to do, due to osmolarity laws, is pull the water out of the red blood cells to the outside, meaning the red blood cells might shrink. They will shrivel up, and you will soon see that. What you can see here is the salt solutions being swept all over the place, and now the salt is slowing down. Let's see what it looks like in a more detailed perspective. All the red blood cells have started to shrink already. You can tell they're forming this sort of shrunken disc shape compared to the round shape we were seeing before. If you look at the edges of the red blood cells, you can see that they're shriveling. All the water is being pulled straight out of them, and they're becoming smaller and kind of crippled. This is what happens if you have too much salt in your blood. Hopefully you won't have that.